Hey, what up, y'all? I'm P.
Oh, shit, I'm crying.
Oh, this a video? Oh, my bad, y'all. Hey, I'm June. I'm Kid, man. I thought I was posing. Yo, we Overdoz.
That's y'all.
Homegrown Radio. Shout out Hed and Chuck Dizzle, y'all.
Right now, Overdoz in the building, man.
Hey, hurry up, everybody.
Man, appreciate y'all coming
That's
through,
y'all.
man. It's been a minute since we seen y'all, man. It's great to have this album out for the people, man. I know the question everybody asks y'all, and I'm gonna start off with this, man. The hiatus, bro. What was the whole point with that?
Ah, man.
Whole lot of gang shit.
A lot
Oh,
of
like
politics.
gang.
A whole lot of politics.
Was it real, like, seriously
It was
bullshit?
real life politics.
Because the last time we talked, I mean, you guys had just linked up for real. Y'all had dropped the single. I mean, things were looking up at that point. It was like a pause at that point after that. You know what I'm saying? So for y'all mentally, was it like, y'all, fuck, we ready to do this shit? Like, but politics-wise, like, what? I'm not going to say specifically what was it, but was it something that you guys couldn't do, or was it something that was somebody else's
It's a lot
shit?
that you can't control. It's just a lot, like, people don't realize it's called music business.
Right.
Like,
It's the business of music.
Yeah, you feel me? The business part took longer than the music.
How were you able to stay patient throughout the whole process?
Oh shit, we
Kush.
wasn't. Yeah. We was leaning on each other. I mean, you know, we still group, we still brothers. So it just, I don't know. It wasn't easy, but it wasn't hard at the same time. We knew
Right.
it would work itself out. It was really not to put people's business out there, but like we said, a lot of political stuff going on.
Of course.
And it's the first time we were selling a record. It's
Yeah,
the
man.
first time we ever had
Important.
anything on iTunes.
First time we had to
Oh.
worry about paperwork.
First time we had to do splits. First time we had to clear samples. Like
So y'all was just putting shit out rogue.
always.
Yeah.
But I think that's
We
why
couldn't even shoot a video without stuff
Yeah.
getting cleared. This is the first time like that we.
And y'all wasn't used to
would
that.
take
It went
6
from
months.
shooting owing niggas for videos to
You
nigga,
can't
we
even
need a
put it
budget
out
for a video.
Yeah, like
get the
Gotcha.
fuck out of here.
So y'all wasn't used to the actual business of doing music.
of course not.
Y'all just in this.
I mean, but who is?
Yeah,
If you know, I hate saying the word, but I ain't gonna say that. But people of color, I hate
Yeah.
saying minority.
I got you.
Right.
I got you.
But when you don't come from money, even if you white, like who's supposed to tell you something if you make it to the NBA or get signed to a record deal and you got such and such money in your account to get
Right.
to your family and take care of your friends and yourself. It was an aspect of that, but it was also, like he said, just getting the business side of everything together. Literally the first time we sold anything other than a shirt.
Crazy.
I always talk about that, like with people, especially like artists like yourselves who get that reality check. You know what I mean? Like where it's like, I think that somebody along the line should tell you.
Yeah, I've always said that. We've always said like it should be a fraternity of artists instead of talking shit on a podcast.
Right.
Ships forming a fraternity like
Right.
the older NBA players, and because we got friends that play in the league.
A union or
we got
We
friends that I'm
always thought
saying
we was rich.
we got friends that play in the league and play sports, and they tell us like, well, we got the OGs look out for us. I don't know what to tell you, and it ain't like that in music.
Like, spiritually,
It's
we
not like
rich as
that.
fuck.
Why
We
do you think
always
that
thought,
is, though? I
like,
mean, you would
Because
think
they want to still be involved, and it is our job as the next generation to include them or pay homage.
Right.
You don't necessarily have to shout them out on everything or say I got my style from them.
Right.
But you're supposed to look out for the people who paid away.
But
and I think it's a give and a get. Like we don't do that, but they also in a mode to where they not making, because it's hard to make money doing rap for a long period of time.
Very true.
Only Neil, his grandma touring with Neil Diamond still, but that ain't
Who
rap.
else is out on Neil Diamond like?
Yeah, that's
status
right.
It's
besides
hard to do
Diamond?
that.
Right,
So
right,
when you
right.
get vengeful and in that state of mind, like I've been at times, you get younger at the people who prosper in it.
That's
And I don't
crazy.
place blame on them, but it leaves this gap.
But I would think that the cats that are successful at doing it, that's been in that situation and that want to look out for the younger generation would do that. You know
They're
what I'm
still
saying?
successful.
Crazy. You're right. You're right.
And when we don't learn from the people who look like us, we start turning into people that help us get us successful.
But
If
here-
that's
here's-
cutting people off,
Yeah.
if that's people telling you to not hang with that certain crowd, and now you don't know nobody that's waking up in your damn house.
Right.
I'd rather be the nigga staying down the street from Homegrown
Right.
and waiting on my shit to come out.
But here's the thing, though. I mean, you guys came. I mean, I remember like, well, we all still young, but relatively. But I remember like when I first heard of y'all. You know
I
what I'm
remember
saying?
we was at your house.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
that's one
Chuck-
thing I gotta
Come on,
commemorate
man,
y'all
straight up.
on,
Yeah, man.
That's why we'll never
I see
not
I see
turn
y'all
that
doing
down.
your thing.
Yeah, that's love, man.
Y'all been
Appreciate
doing your
that, man.
thing, man.
Appreciate that.
But you still in the same spot
Got
you
to.
was at when you first started, baby.
Got
Yeah.
to, man. Got to.
I love it.
And
Absolutely.
so,
love it.
but here's the thing. This is what I was gonna say. y'all being young coming up, say there was an OG to come around and be like, hey, this is what you're supposed to do. This is how you handle this. Do you listen to them? Because I think a lot of artists are
Say that again.
Nope.
no, exactly. And that's
You
my
listen to them. You listen to them, and you take what you take. But you learn from experience. We are creatures of habit and like experiences. Like it's like your parents. You don't listen to your parents until you go through what they told you.
I'll listen.
But I mean, that's the part.
You listen to a certain extent.
Right.
But that's not
To
the
a
voice
certain
of
extent.
everybody too. And that's
Of
what I
course.
love
You gotta
about
learn
us
on
being in
your
a
own.
group.
Exactly. Everybody
Is
has
the
their
fact
own-
that that's the attitude he got. That's the fact that a lot of OGs got that attitude. But what about the niggas who want to listen?
Right.
Like we could have learned. Like think about unsung, all the unsung,
Bruh.
the same fucking story with every fucking music,
They
you
get
know, group,
successful.
whatever.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it's
Money.
the success story. It come like that.
Exactly, exactly.
We just had to live it.
We
We
live
knew
it.
it. We knew it, but we just had to live
That
it.
part.
So now it's like, okay, we know the game. We know what's the ticks. All the ticks is.
Yeah.
Now,
Now,
halfway. You
talk
know
about
what
the
I'm saying?
positives of the weight, though, because I think personally that you got time to actually live. You know what I'm saying? It makes for better music. You know what I'm saying? And the timing is right, too. Like, nowadays, I don't know as far as the business or anything, if the streaming aspect helps out more than it would have a couple years back. But do you guys see any positives to the fact that, okay, it took a little
positives-
longer?
A lot of positives.
The
What's
most
that?
positive for me is we finished recording the album 2-3 years ago. We finished it. That means we started recording it 2010.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? The songs was coming from back then, but people still fuck with them songs
To this day.
in
Let you know it's
2017.
timeless.
February.
That's amazing.
Happy about that.
Yeah, no, straight
That's
up.
what I'm proud of. But
'Cause-
you know what I'm saying? The
Because a lot of
business-
people will say that too. They be like, well, you know, the timing is a big thing. The audience now may not pay attention. I mean, we know this, it's a microwave generation. You know, people pay attention to shit, and 6 months later, it's a whole different thing. But that's
months later.
one thing that I did appreciate. When I heard it, I'm like, oh, they still on their shit. The shit is timeless. I still fuck with it. House Party is my fucking record, by the way. That's my shit.
We really had a house party in the
love
studio
that shit,
too when we
man.
did that.
That shit is on. Terrence Martin did that shit.
Might
right?
need your help for the
Let's
video.
do
House party.
hey,
Let's have a
let's
house
make
party.
it happen, dude.
What's
I fuck with
going
that.
on?
I fuck with that. No, I like that, but I like the synergy in the group too, because like you said, it's different personalities. You might agree with some shit. You may not agree with some shit. But
Oh,
I
we
think-
disagree all day.
But I think that
We
makes for the
just
that makes.
disagree.
But that's
great
why our
for-
music sounds the way it does.
Exactly.
And that's what you can't put a time mark on that. But at the same time, it also the positive of it is showing ourselves too. Like, dog, we still homies after all of that
this
shit.
Because
And
yeah,
the
but
shit
to
is
what
still-
extent though?
It's like
It's the
nothing.
same-
It's
it's-
nothing
it's
that
the
they
same.
can. It's
It's not
nothing
the
that they
same.
can say to me
That's not
to
gonna
make
be
me
true.
not.
All right, so
be
let me ask you
messed
this
up. It's
then.
There you
nothing
go.
that they can say
All
to
right,
me.
all
There you
right.
go.
Glad you
It's
said
just more
that.
serious. We treat each other more serious.
I'm glad you said that. So
This is open.
let's say, for instance, one person, not two, one person voted for Trump.
He said, I did.
You voted for Trump?
Cream didn't vote for Trump, did you?
Yeah.
You voted for Trump, motherfucker, did you
Cream
for
was
real?
Team Trump.
Get the fuck out of
Are
here.
you
For real?
serious?
We playing.
That'd have been hilarious.
I was about to say.
We don't vote.
They don't
Who
vote.
voted? Who voted?
Right.
Who voted this year?
Hold on.
In this room, who voted?
I voted.
I'm not
I
gonna
voted
lie.
for,
I'm
this
not
is
gonna lie.
everybody
No,
just-
I voted
I'm not
for
gonna lie.
Bernie.
This last one I
It
did.
Yeah, I fuck with
wasn't
Bernie.
the
Either.
girl.
I didn't
It wasn't the girl
last
president
time I
was
voted
for.
was the
Look.
first time Obama
Got in office.
got
In
out.
2008.
I voted for bro, and they sent me a letter saying thank you for
Your
your
vote
vote,
didn't count.
but
Wow.
it didn't count. And
But check
after
this
that,
out.
I
Look,
was
between
like,
us, let's do this.
Wait.
How many of us voted this year? Raise your hand.
I voted.
So 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. So literally
Split down the middle.
50-50.
Split down the middle. Straight up.
Oh,
I'm
so you
I'm comparing this to black folk. You can go look at the census. Black people didn't vote this year.
touche.
Cause
Period.
we gonna vote for this year.
Fuck
If
it.
they gave us a black president.
You cannot be
then
for
they gonna-
nobody.
You gonna try to throw us
It's
off
cool.
with this nigga and a thing?
Yeah.
He said in a thing.
I mean, politically, when it comes to us, we got some of this. We got the same political views, though.
Yeah.
That's the truth. So it's more with us. It's little stuff with us. Like
But one
we
thing
boys.
I can say,
so.
bro did some cool shit for the small business owners and shit
What you
like
talking
that.
about right now?
He's a small business owner.
You
type
talking about
nigga.
Trump?
Yeah,
Man, fuck Trump.
Trump
man.
did some small business owner.
That was a
type
cool
shit.
little,
It was like, all right.
We're
whatever.
not here to get
Some of
political.
the shit that he
We
be
dropped Rich
saying-
White Friends
Right.
2 years
Which-
ago.
which
So
I
come
love
on.
that
Man,
shit
fuck
too,
Trump.
man. Now, and I like the fact that you guys use your platform for shit like that too.
We said that. We said
While
that too
back.
before the locker room
Honestly,
talk video.
though,
all
like
that
it doesn't
shit.
matter who our president is, nigga. We gonna live how we live. That shit never changed our lives.
Of course,
as,
of course.
minorities, niggas and Mexicans, and like we always gonna figure out a way through it.
Yeah, Tomas, you see that? You
feel
talking
me?
about you too?
Yeah.
It's
Like, we
like
always
you.
gonna figure out a way to do it. White people might panic. Oh, y'all.
Right.
This is y'all. Like, nigga, this shit didn't change. What
I
changed?
don't know. Well, you know what changed? My motherfucking my health shit went up $100.
See, I don't
A
got no
month.
health shit. I ain't.
per month.
That's you.
I don't got
You
no
talking
health
about
shit.
your
You
personal
talking about
specific-
some
if
real,
you-
like,
for the
you
60
feel me?
million black and
I ain't never had no
Latino
health
people,
shit.
It's not that. Nobody worry about that.
My
We done
shit-
live without health insurance
For a
and
long
without
time.
money for food.
Right.
Bro,
And it's always gonna be
Yeah.
a doctor
Health
that'll
health
check you
insurance
out.
right now is $400 a month.
I got you. We ain't even making enough money
got
about
fucking,
though. The main thing about that is the dollar sign.
Yeah.
The only reason why it's something is because you're in a better financial state now that you wasn't used to being in.
Right.
But people who come from money never have to worry about health insurance.
Touche.
Even middle class, you don't have to worry about that.
Right.
Black folk gotta work to get to middle class.
I ain't had to worry until I turned 26.
We worry about the regular shit at
crazy.
26. Shit that people
Yeah.
was worried
I
about.
was on my
years
parents'
ago.
shit till I was
Right,
26.
exactly. No, I get you. one thing I do want to
True
commend
story.
you guys on too as well. Like, and of course we've known each other for years, but I do like that documentary that you guys just put out because it gives a little more insight to who you are. Like, again, I know you guys for a minute, you know what I'm saying, but it went a little deeper on some shit. I'm like, I didn't know you went to college. I didn't know you went to ASU. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that Kent, you and P started the group a while back, and you guys was in the motherfucking crowd, like, and you was, you know what I'm
Lil
saying?
Mama.
The little mama in the stage. Like, if you guys haven't seen the documentary, check it out. It's on homegrownradio.net. But
Check it
I
out.
love the backstory that you guys tell. I felt like throughout the years we never really got that from you guys. You know what I'm saying? So again, this is perfect timing for the album to come out and you guys to really provide that story as well. And you guys have been like, dude, I feel like you guys don't get enough credit that you should definitely deserve.
Don't worry about that.
Hell
All
no.
the people we
You gotta
listen
understand.
to, they didn't get the credit.
You gotta
Like, we
understand
listen to the Outcasts
people
and
that
the
we
Nerds.
listen to,
Uh-huh.
the people that we look up to, they didn't give you that.
Right.
They didn't give you no documentary. They didn't give you no interview
Yeah.
and shit like that. Like,
The slum villages.
Yeah, man.
you don't
It's-
know nothing about.
You don't know
something
nothing
but the
about
music.
certain, all of the fucking people from what's the shit? Our boys. Parliament Funkadelic.
Parliament, yeah,
You're not
yeah.
getting
You
no
don't know.
fucking Parliament Funkadelic Snapchat story.
So
Touche.
that's what I want to ask you though. Like, so being in this new generation, you guys has come from the era where I like to say it's like kind of same thing with us as far as radio.
Man.
We came from the era of people being
The transitional
mystique
era,
to
yeah.
now the transitional era where everything is out there. So you kind of got to play both sides. How do you deal with that being in that middle? You know what I'm saying?
It's not. It's stressful. It's
yourself.
four
It's
of us.
not our-
Yeah.
it's not our-
We always ease each other too when we're around each other, so it's not too much pressure.
It's
Gotcha.
not our job to call ourselves nothing. It's the fans' job to call us what they want to call it.
Gotcha.
We gotta just be ourselves, and whatever they call us is.
It is
That's
what
what
it
we
is.
are.
He was already.
That's
having
not what
that
we
shit,
are,
yeah.
but like that's
Yeah.
a piece of what we are.
Yeah.
It's up to the fans to catch on. We can't. We ticking this morning. I was telling niggas like, why niggas don't get it? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's music is good.
Right,
like, you know
right.
what I'm saying? I don't know why niggas don't get it, but it's not up to us to worry about that. They keep telling me that.
Hold on, you
We
gotta-
came out with a good album.
Yeah.
You think that motherfucker going platinum in the next 2 months?
Right.
That motherfucker ain't coming going platinum.
Hey, that's what. Let me ask y'all opinion on this, and y'all can answer it one by one individually. Because I got into an argument. He's still laughing at me. I got into an argument with a fan or whatever it was over the fact that Kendrick Lamar, when he dropped Damn, right? So Dot dropped Damn. 2 days later, they talking about it's a classic. 48 hours later, right? You ain't even lived with the music yet.
Yeah,
like you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So, but then I also, on the flip side of the thing, and I got this from the iPhone that just recently got released, where they only allow people 24 hours to review the product before they dropped it to everybody.
Yeah.
So, I mean, which would you prefer? Would you prefer, like, it's a gift and a curse?
A year later.
A year is
A year later.
should be the standard before
That's
somebody
when, that's
can
when you should rate an album.
Rate an
A year-
album.
At least
A
6
year
months.
later.
6 months.
6
What you think?
6 months to a year.
I don't know, man.
I know
That
as soon
shit-
as I hear
at
my
least a
shit,
month.
you know
at
it's
least
instant.
at least a month. Like if you ain't roll with an album
That's
in
what
your
I'm saying, yeah,
car
a
for a
month.
week straight, if it can't stay in your CD player, it's not classic. And we don't got a lot of music like that no more.
And that's so it's cool.
But it's up to you. It's all up to the person. People could think
Individual,
Gucci
yeah.
Gang is classic.
Right.
Touche.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And that shit just came out. That's not a classic.
So you
to me.
say a week? I mean a month. You said a year. You said a month, right?
A week. I said a week.
At least a week.
You gotta
That's
digest it.
kind of short though.
Yeah, but you got. But
To
if you
say an album
listening-
is
but if you
classic-
listening like
Time.
Really, an album is not a classic until you forgot about that motherfucker, and then you bring it back. Like,
First of all,
like 2-3
let me
years
say
later.
this. We being selfish as fuck. Like y'all comparing, I feel like music to the times differently. we didn't have iPods or iPhones where you can listen to your shit either
The
all day,
accessibility
every
was
day.
way different.
Touche.
We did after 9th grade. Like I had an iPod in 9th grade.
Well,
I'm
then,
talking
see,
about
you was
period.
privileged. See,
Okay, I'm talking about a child.
you didn't have
Hell
health
no.
insurance,
You
but you
was
had an
privileged.
iPod.
If I was
Right,
privileged,
right.
you was
Ain't
privileged
that a
too.
bitch?
Because if I had an
That nigga
iPod, the
had
homie could borrow my shit.
Exactly.
I'm
If
just
I was
saying,
privileged, you was
everybody
privileged
uses
too.
Even then, an iPod wasn't an iPhone. Like
Yeah.
it's getting faster. It's
Yeah.
gonna get to the point where motherfucker you can touch inside your head and hear your baby.
That's some real, hey, you laughing. You laughing. That's some real
I'm not
shit.
laughing.
No, that's what I'm saying. You laughing.
I watch
That's
too
some
much
real
Black
shit.
Mirror to be laughing.
That's some real shit, though.
I was just
watch
taken
the
aback
TV.
by the
I
fact
think it's
that.
the person.
But
And we
but
gotta
here's the
stop
thing.
trying to be like each other. That's all it is.
But
you
here's
can't
the
say
thing.
something tight because
you
DJ
can't
Hed
compare
said it's
yourself
tight.
to somebody
That's
else.
what's weird.
That's what's going on.
No, I
That's what's
agree
going.
with you.
No,
I
that's
agree
what's
with
really
that.
going
That's
on.
what's really going
That's
on.
why I
A
said
bunch of
what's
people. It becomes a topic to talk about on Twitter when you go to your Explore page, and then you agree with it.
That's
That's all
like
it
it's
is.
some
You ain't
niggas. It's some
cool.
niggas down the
You're
street
literally
right
not
now
cool, you corny.
doing a radio show like how y'all doing, and they might like get to y'all status, but like, bro, it's not y'all.
It's not y'all. How are you gonna say that? I've never been a fan of that. Never been a fan of comparing anything to anybody.
Yeah, I don't like the.
Even the way that you retain music. Like, nigga, when I hear a beat, I start rapping. They'll tell you. I'll do my part in 20 minutes.
Yeah, but I don't like
Down with
the.
it.
I agree with you. I don't
That's
like
how I
the
listen to music,
collective
though,
thought
too.
process.
It's like, oh,
Collective
I know I'm
thought
about to be
process
listening.
to me is like a negative thing. But
Everything you gotta understand that everything is moving faster. We got another sun that's coming into our orbit.
I don't know
Like
about
we're
that.
going to the like we're going into the
hanging with
like
this,
the
so what's going on with the
fast-
sun?
Like
don't know.
it's just our brains. Everything
Disclaimer.
is moving faster. Everything is moving
Gotcha.
faster right
With
now.
the sun.
Everything is like this.
You need to shade up.
And there's a difference between classic and timeless.
Yeah. Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah, I
we
can
say
see that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
the
true.
difference.
Can we just say like this is a classic, but
Right,
this is timeless? Like
timeless.
Stevie Wonder's song is in the, that's it.
Yeah.
You feel me?
So name a classic song and a timeless song.
come on, man.
You
Classic
making niggas
is
think.
Snoop Dogg Drop It Like It's Hot. Timeless is Snoop Dogg and Pharrell That Girl. Yeah. Now what?
Now what?
I don't know.
That's mine.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying
so
that.
everybody-
See,
and
Now
that's
how
the
you
thing.
just judged it?
Everybody's different.
Timeless
Right.
is
That's my
never too
timeless.
much.
Yeah.
Luther Vandross
Never
never
too
too
much,
much.
never
That's
too
That's
much.
timeless.
It's
That's
gonna go out soon,
timeless.
but that's going out soon.
That
You think
Yeah.
so?
Hell no,
Oh,
that ain't
that's
going
outta
out.
here.
Lily,
Hell
my
no.
daughter,
That's
and
outta
her
here.
generation is not finna.
They not fucking with
When
it.
they have kids.
Yeah,
I'm saying.
my kids is gonna
When they
mess
have
with it, but like
kids.
other people's kids might not.
They kids not gonna mess with
They
it.
not fucking with it.
But you,
Nope.
but
See,
you
it's
would,
all about the person.
but what if,
Almost
what
rap.
if, what if, what if P's playing that in his household and his daughter, you don't have no kids yet, right?
No,
His
no,
daughter's
no, no.
listening to that. Or his
Not that you
son-
know of.
You know what I'm saying? His
But
daughter.
I'm not-
sounds-
yeah,
so
I know,
that's what
but
the
that's-
individual
I
part
He
know.
is.
got one lurking.
But that's
Trust
all we
me,
can
I know.
depend
He got
on.
one
Literally,
lurking.
Time, gotcha,
we
gotcha.
can't.
He got one lurking.
We can't bank on what you said to apply to his child's child. That's what I'm saying.
Got you.
It's more of a. It'll be more of a. If we were literally gonna do that, I would be more correct because mine is literally came out later.
Right.
And that's just like with shit, Cab Calloway in them back in the day. We don't listen to none of the shit
Yeah,
that was
right.
cracking
Right.
at the Harlem Renaissance. But we know about the Harlem Renaissance.
Very true.
And that's what we need to focus on more. And not the fucking what other people saying is cool. It's what was literally cool, not what everybody talking about what was cool. And that's what it's turned into.
Cause give me 2 per, I need 2 per, so
Yeah.
I can get the stuff in my Air Force
That's gonna
One.
be on.
I like that's not gonna be like really like a
As long as it's
classic
Air
to,
Force
like,
One,
kids.
it's gonna turn into a classic.
Right.
And you're gonna be scared.
Yeah, it's not.
As long as it's Air Force Ones, that motherfucker might be timeless.
So
all
it
I'm saying.
blended.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
If
Because
you're-
we said about that.
that's a
Listen.
hard combo.
I'm just saying, if
Because-
C's-
Because
fuck
my
out of
Adidas,
But guess what we talking about?
my Adidas,
Music.
Run
Ain't it tight?
DMC.
See, and this is missing too.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers ain't doing this no
You
more.
gotta have that dialogue.
This is
for
in
sure.
140 characters.
Yeah, very true.
And then you're done.
Yeah.
Well, see, the reason another thing that I wanted to touch on is because I noticed like everybody's antagonizing the Jay-Z situation. You heard about that with
Which
ticket sales and stuff?
Yeah.
Well, basically, like they selling the tickets for as low as like a few dollars.
But it was.
But it's just an attempt. It's a
made
marketing
enough
thing.
money?
It's
Shit,
a
you can
marketing
owe that to
thing.
the hood.
It's a marketing thing to open it up to everybody who can't necessarily afford to go. I could never afford to go see Jay-Z. So now you can. Now everybody can afford to go see Jay-Z.
That's
But then
why
I
everybody went, huh?
but I think that's why everybody went.
Black.
J. Cole, right?
That's why everybody
But
went.
I'm just saying, like you say, attest to the times. 10, 15 years ago, you couldn't go to Jay-Z if
Right.
you didn't have the bread.
That's the wrong test, I feel like.
But what I'm saying to
Now,
you
the test
is
what kind of show is bro
What-
gonna give off?
no. What I'm saying to
Because
you
he know
is
that.
if you pay attention to, like you said, it's all relative to what's going on. Right now, if you talk about something that's classic, like all the shit y'all just talked about that's classic, you can't still have that same experience because it's not in that time frame. Some shit that was the shit to us in our teenage years.
And that's why it makes it a classic because it puts me back in that time
Jay-Z
frame.
is classic, bro.
Is it classic or is it time?
Yeah, but not to
So
not to
classic-
somebody who's 15.
Okay, you're right. So classic
Timeless
depends
is-
on the time frame, and if it's timeless,
It don't
you can
depend
listen
on- it's
to
no
it
time.
anytime. Classic
That's
is the
the
time
birthday
frame.
song. That's Happy
It'll
Birthday.
take me-
2001.
It'll take me back to that time.
Exactly
Right,
to that
right,
time.
right.
So
Happy
so like
birthday
say
song
like
is
I got
timeless.
one.
You
The
said
Chronic,
The Happy
the
Birthday
Chronic
song is
2001.
ABC song is
Wait,
timeless.
hold on. What'd you say?
The Chronic 2001.
best one.
That's timeless music, but it's more so classic for that point in time.
What's the name of
Eminem.
Right, the first
No,
one.
that's not classic.
Jaquan Hood Hop is classic.
Juvenile,
That's
back
a
that
goer.
ass up.
That's classic.
Juvenile, back that
That's
ass
classic.
up.
Hurricane Chris.
Negative.
Niggas not
Nigga-
playing that no more.
That's classic.
That's
Negative.
not
It's classic. It's not
It's
timeless.
classic.
It's not timeless.
That's
It's
not
it's
classic.
classic.
Negative.
If we put that on, you gonna remember exactly
Negative.
what you was winning.
Hey, baby.
No.
Hey, baby, is not classic.
Negative.
See, but that's because
No.
Low key.
It's not timeless.
And
It's not timeless.
It's not classic or
And
timeless.
you gotta think,
Classic.
we're in a
If
different
a nigga
region,
put
too.
on Hey Baby and your shit, you ain't gonna dance.
No.
Nah.
But a nigga put on some cut
Y'all
by
tripping.
Trillville. Nigga
Y'all
put on
tripping.
some cut by Trillville. That's
classic.
Go up.
That's classic. That's not
classic.
timeless though.
No, that's timeless. Damn near.
Nah, that's
Nigga, we can what?
So check this out.
we
How
can
how
play that
All right,
right
all right,
now.
all right,
It's
all right.
all on the
How-
person. It's all on the person.
It's all on the person.
It's all on the
We
person.
talked
Hold
about
on,
That ass
talking
up
over
is
you.
timeless.
Everybody talking
we
so
talked
much.
Yeah, we talked. This is a real good conversation. We were talking about okay, get you a father, right? And June, you
June
a
is the
father.
baby's daddy.
Okay.
Yeah, Cream is half of that.
Cream, I'm
Cream
surprised
got
you
one
ain't-
floating somewhere.
I'm about to say,
Everybody
I'm
surprised.
you
Everybody
ain't
Chuck.
went raw anyway. Dog.
Hey, I'm surprised. My mama's surprised.
Damn. So how
You
how
got mad at me for my tweet.
how was
Yeah,
how has
tell me
fatherhood changed you guys?
Man, I would honestly say it was right before even having a child. When we went on tour, I saw so many young white kids
Right.
in the crowd,
Yeah.
and I knew like, dog, when we making this album, we got a bigger. I see now,
Yeah.
from traveling. I mean, so I even started changing like the lyrical content or just the how I would say a metaphor or something would be a little bit more tucked as
Right,
opposed
right.
to saying this in the
Just
third, but.
really out there.
Once you do that, you still got your fans or your homies that say, "I like it when you rap like this."
Like the
so
raw version.
It change you,
Yeah.
but just not to the core.
It just makes you cognizant of what's going
For
on.
sure,
what you're
it
doing,
for
yeah.
sure makes me
Bro
think
didn't
more.
even
though.
rap before we told him like, nigga, rap, nigga.
Get that shit out there. Get it off, man. Why
Yeah, I
not?
started rapping for like a year when I had a daughter. It was like,
Wait,
Like, bro, nigga,
so
want the bars.
what about fatherhood for you? Like, because he tough. You said fatherhood.
no, I'm lying. Nah, he
Right,
ain't
he
a
ain't
father.
gonna-
I was like, we don't know.
Nah, we don't know him.
Don't try to
He
act
ain't
like
got
that
no
didn't happen.
Nah, he ain't got it. He
Don't
ain't
try to
got
act
one.
like that didn't happen. Like I
He
saw
ain't
you.
got one.
I saw him look. I saw him look
Nah,
like.
he looked at me
No, he
like
did.
that.
He
Come on,
was
guys,
looking
catch me.
like that because
I'm
I
a
took a shot of my
protector.
drink.
I'm a protector.
I can tell y'all how they changed from the outside
I was like, yeah.
perspective.
Go ahead.
Just from knowing niggas before they had kids and all the shit we used to do, I would say niggas is still the same people. We the same people, but when you see these niggas with their kids, they be like, it's just all responsibility. It's like,
Word.
nigga, I'm a. It's not like we in a group no more. It's
Right,
like
right. This
that
shit-
nigga's a
this-
man with his
right.
kids.
I
Like,
ain't
you
gonna
know
tell
what I'm
them shit.
saying?
I'ma leave 'em
It's a
alone.
whole different
Yeah.
tick. So a lot more mature kids bring maturity. You know what I'm saying?
And Jam matured a little bit more than me because he had a daughter.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Like
about to
a
say,
daughter and
that'll
son thing.
instantly
Like, you know, a
make
son
you
like
think
A
three
little bit
times
more
over.
is
I had a
a
son,
long
so I'm
shot.
showing
Right,
this nigga how to be a nigga.
Yeah.
Like he gotta show her like what she should expect from a man.
Right,
You
right.
feel me?
Yeah.
So like it's like
It's
an
way more
interesting way-
critical to me.
Yeah.
That's why I said I stopped rapping for a year.
I still
was
do
only
bullshit
singing.
just to let my little nigga know like this was you supposed to do some bullshit as a nigga. Like you supposed to do some bullshit,
Do some
nigga.
bullshit like that, man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
do be like that.
I want you to
I'm
fuck
a
your
bunch
life
of
up.
Right.
I'm a bunch of picking up and consoling.
Yeah.
So
That's crazy.
I
Now,
hate that shit.
it gets a little-
Consoling and like
Yeah,
all
I'm
that.
about to have my little dude tomorrow.
I don't. Whatever. Go ahead. That should be annoying. Like, what are you crying for?
when-
I love it, man. I love it.
One thing that I find interesting, man. Everybody know, Cream, you, the mascot of the group. I like to say,
Nah.
right? Listen.
That's the spirit. That's the
right,
glue.
right. Okay, the glue.
That's what we say.
Okay, so the glue. With
Yeah,
either way,
yeah.
right?
Cream is the group.
Yeah.
In most situations with groups like this, you still see somebody like that rap, or get on the mic, sing something. Why hasn't that take place with you?
He has
I got
rap.
it, Mike.
So
I'm rapping on like 4 songs.
Oh, you ain't heard Cream spit?
When the
Boom.
new shit, when
Oh,
the
you
new
ain't
shit
heard
come
Cream
out,
spit?
when
Nah,
we
nah.
drop some new music. I done dropped on like 3-4 tracks.
But if you listen to Boom, he's on. He got the most best. He got the best
I'm
verse
flipping.
on our last
I got
tape.
some.
No. Hey, so we was at Complex
I'm gonna buy
Con.
something this week for you.
Yeah,
Nah,
please,
nigga at Complex Con. What'd he tell you?
He said, "Man, Cream, wait, hold on, Cream, wait. You are the best nigga." No, wait, damn.
You the best nigga in the group that don't drop no bars.
He said, no. He said, no. Listen. He said, you the best nigga on the mic that don't got no bars.
I'm telling y'all, bro.
I said, damn.
He dropped
So
at least
what-
2 to 3 verses on Boom, bro, and he has the most classic verse.
yo, so why not do it more then?
No,
He
because
do.
it's a
care.
feeling with our group.
Yeah, it's a
like,
feeling.
Like, it's a feeling. Like,
Oh, he all over the Cheetah Boy shit.
it's a feeling on the group.
Okay.
Like me, I'm more of a ratchet dude.
Got you.
So like all the
Cheetah
like
boy.
the real little nah, I'm gonna come on some ratchet shit. Hey, I'm gonna turn it up.
It'll make sense
I'ma
when it's time.
And he
you
begs
know?
for the slow songs.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
fuck
And
out
I do all
He
the
love to
all the
be there
slow
when-
jams.
He want to be there.
If y'all want
At
to,
least one slow
212,
Yeah.
212, thank Cream.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had to tell Junior to do his verse over. I said, Junior, you have to do your verse
Thank
over.
Cream.
That's not it.
We need a penny dropper,
I need
bro.
a panic drop.
Come first. That was his idea. Come first was his idea.
Okay, so I stand corrected. What I do also like, again, a part of the documentary is how the crib was pretty much the place where a lot of stuff took place. You know what I'm saying? Like, we talk about Homegrown Radio, how the apartment in Lamoli was like the Renaissance.
That was
of
it.
kick
Right
shit
down the
off,
street.
right?
That was it.
Right down the street. So your crib was kind of the same thing, and how all this shit happened, man. Kind of talk about that and the energy around that time, around 2008, 2009, when this shit started kicking off.
Man, it was really we was all finding ourselves, like just be like who we about to be,
Yeah.
and then it kind of made it easier. Yeah, we was trying to figure it out, and then kind of just being in the group made it. It was like, okay, this is who I am. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm an artist. These are my friends. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is what we do. And my house was the headquarters for at that time. It just gave us a spot to where we didn't have to always be out, and we could be like centered. Like,
Be ourselves,
you know what I'm
we don't
saying?
gotta worry about
It-
ticks.
Because y'all know how easy it is to get caught
In
up
the
in some shit in
bullshit,
LA.
No
Yeah.
fans knocking
This
on your
wrong
door.
place, wrong time.
yeah,
bro.
my
Anything
parents, they
back
would
home.
let us smoke back there as long as we kept it in the house.
Like his parents would see us walking through the side,
Uh-huh.
and like if it was a homie that they didn't know,
They're like, what the fuck?
oh, they on one.
Yeah.
They
But if
gonna
they see
turn
y'all,
up,
yeah,
but
they good.
They see the fro walking through.
They like, oh, okay,
All right,
we straight.
cool.
No,
All
some-
right.
Because at the end of the day, they probably know you guys wasn't up to no bullshit. Like,
It wasn't like it wasn't stressful or nothing. It was just.
So your
that was it.
parents is all cool with the smoking and the meat?
They was at the time.
Nobody parents was cool. It
with
was
it,
just
right.
like, if y'all gonna
parents
do
was
it,
cool.
do it.
go there.
Do it at the
go
crib.
there, Go here.
They didn't want us out driving around getting
Drinking
high and all
high,
that
that's
shit.
true.
At least June is passed out in my backyard. He ain't passed
Yeah.
out at somebody's party.
June
Right,
used to
right.
sleep on my couch, faded every day when
When
my
he
mom
first
used to
got
come
back.
home from work.
When he first
Yeah,
got
why
back.
is he always sleep?
Because he wasn't used to the weed.
wait,
is
so
blowing it
my bad.
down.
What did you go to school for?
Nothing.
Hell
I'm
no.
saying, what were you trying to major
Because
in?
my,
at the time?
TIU.
because ever since I was little, nigga, my family told me.
No,
nigga,
I know they
college,
push you. I
nigga.
know they push you, but I'm
College,
saying, what
nigga.
when you
No, what
went,
did
what
you go
major
for?
in?
I played football, so I went
okay.
for kinesiology, like,
Oh, shit.
like sports medicine.
Got
shit.
you.
Yeah,
And
that's
that's-
that was my major.
Of course, yeah, everybody do that shit.
Nah,
When you first
that's
walk
my
in,
major.
Some easy
Nigga,
shit.
just some bullshit.
I wasn't
He
in
knew
school.
he was
man.
out.
That boy was.
I was in school as long as I was on the football team,
That shit was
How long
right.
was that?
Yeah, exactly.
like a year.
Like
I
it's
can't
2
admit.
semesters?
No. You know
You
what?
feel me?
June
2
did me
semesters,
cold.
and then the third
No.
semester I acted like I was in school still, but I was really
no,
going
no.
to the JC
What
down the street.
What
June
happened?
did me
Arizona?
cold 1 year, so I'm still in high school. I'm the youngest one. So I go out there for a college visit. for
Oh yeah,
football.
on his college visit,
I'm
I
out
turned
there,
him up.
on a college visit.
Turned
I'm
him
trying
up.
to follow him, but our coach put us in a far ass hotel room, like away from the
Fucking
city.
Yeah.
I'm telling him, bro, come
Pick
get
me
me
up.
from the crib.
Pick me up.
Man, AZ, come pick me up. He turned his phone off.
He wasn't fucking with you.
No, I was too far.
Oh,
I
I
was
was about
far.
to say he wasn't fucking with you.
If
That's
y'all
what it
know
is.
I was
June,
far.
you know my shit on 12 right now.
Damn.
My
But
shit died.
I was far. I was sad. I said,
another
damn.
thing in the documentary, how not just going back on that for the folks that haven't seen it, is how organically you guys all just found each other again. Like, again, going to school, and you coming back, you trying to link up with certain motherfuckers,
was Cream.
and didn't know. It's like, oh shit.
Cream,
It
bro.
was Cream.
Center. That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
He was looking
was
for
Cream.
Cream,
Uh-huh.
and Cream was where? With me.
You exactly.
Then
And
after
you've
that,
known this
we'll-
nigga since you was 4.
Then
Like,
after that, we was
I've been knowing
together
this
for
nigga-
a
I've
month
been knowing this
straight.
nigga
We was
forever.
together
I've
for
been knowing
a
him since I was
month
like
straight.
Wait. Hold on. What'd you say?
We was together for a month straight.
who you and who?
Like after
It was so.
that,
It was
After
so.
we
hard.
linked back up, it was like,
every
oh
day,
shit,
a
it's
month
every day.
straight.
It's hell no.
a month straight
Hell
every
no.
day.
Every day.
Crazy.
Every day we walk in the P house,
And it would be like little shit that would come up like every week. Like the first week was June, we smoke a lot of cook. Well, y'all smoke a lot of cook too. Then the next
I was
week,
scared to tell them
we
who
be
I
like,
really
look,
was. For
yeah,
the
we'd be
first
like,
couple
no,
weeks.
We
bro.
was.
The next week it was like, look, bro, we
Like,
pop,
look,
we do
fuck
ecstasy.
this shit, bro.
Pop pills like Mac Dre. He
See,
said,
he
what?
said,
I'm pop pills.
he said, what? I've been wanting to tell y'all that the whole time, but I didn't want y'all to think I was weird.
Like, nah, nigga,
It
we all-
went up.
It's like, and then
That's
we
what
went to
made
the
Overdose
studio
low-key.
and he went to the studio. Like,
That's what made Overdose. Then P will watch us all the time.
You wouldn't get into
You
that.
know, watch
P
it all the
was the
time.
nigga that would be up with us all the
I'm
time.
a designated driver still.
Yeah, he was.
Still to this day, I'm
So
a
you the
designated.
responsible motherfucker.
yeah,
I'm
Low
watching
key.
homies, making sure.
You don't drink or smoke or nothing like that.
I do it, but I don't do it when I'm with homies.
and we talking about especially you. This was back then. We
Of
were
course.
19.
Right,
and
turn it up,
Even
turn
the
it up.
people, we still got homies that's just trying Molly and shit. Like,
Right.
what? We
Like,
was
y'all
off,
should've
but
been
y'all
doing
talking
that.
shit about us.
Right, right.
When we was 18.
I had a thing I thought was the world. They like, oh, that, who her? I
Nah.
went to school with her.
Yeah, you did.
Huh?
You got on topic.
Almost.
Nah, yeah.
What was her name?
Like that's. I knew he was gonna do it. That's what I was waiting on.
Somebody tell me your name.
I don't even know.
You ain't
tell
gonna
me
get
her
me,
name.
Ricky Bobby. No.
Now, okay, so you talked about working on the album. The album's been done since what 2010, 2000?
No,
No,
no.
2012. Sorry, 2000.
14.
Oh, okay, so
Mixes have been done since 14.
what was the last song that you recorded for the album? What was the one that completed? Even though obviously time went on, you didn't get a chance to make
10
music.
million.
It was either 10 million
No, it's
or
a song
Tears.
that they didn't even put
or
on the
House
album.
Party.
It was either House Party or
It's a
10
song
million.
that they did. The last song we
Yeah,
did
and I
for
dropped
the
bars
album-
on that too. and they didn't put
The
it-
last
Which
song
one?
we put on the album ain't even on the album.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
What's the name? The Message.
Oh, yeah.
And I borrowed the message too.
song we did for the album.
A lot of good songs didn't make the album.
Is everybody on every song?
Not every. I'm not on Cushion Red Wine.
Like he petty. He's like, I ain't on Kush. I ain't on red
No,
wine.
no. I can tell you the story. No.
start the album.
Hold
You gonna
on.
put me
It
on-
ain't no bad and bougie shit. It's they came.
No, that's it. That was it. That was
Look, let me tell you what it was.
Hey,
Basically,
do it look like I got left off Kush?
no,
Do it look like I got left off Kush?
that ain't what it was. You feel me? That ain't what it was. That's Mando, not what it was. What it was they one day I wasn't at the studio. They recorded the song. I hear the song and it's perfect already.
That's bullshit.
I'm not gonna try to touch it.
No. For real. It's some songs like that homies will do without me, and I'll be like, I don't even know what to say on this motherfucker.
Let it rock.
Like, I don't even know what to say on this motherfucker.
It's really,
a couple of records like that already.
it's
on the
really
album.
like an energy
That's like
thing.
doing like a that's the reason we haven't had a real mixtape, because we respect music too much. Like if we
So
got,
who's on?
if we got on an
hold
Outkast song,
Hold on. Who's on the least amount of songs?
Me.
All right,
But he not the rapper. He the glue.
got you.
We don't know. We don't know because it's a feeling. Like it's a
So
lot.
you don't
it's
know
about
ahead of time who's gonna be on what? No. Got you. Okay, good.
nigga, we make a song with 10 people, and if you don't make it, you don't make it.
Well, how do you just? What's the criteria?
There's no
There's
criteria.
no criteria.
So what
It's
the
a
fuck you
feeling.
mean you
It's
don't
a
make it?
feeling.
It's a feeling.
It's a feeling.
It's a feeling and
It's
it's
a feeling.
energy.
Okay, well I don't know how that shit.
I'm
works.
selling.
It can't explain
public
it.
service announcement. I'm selling energy. If you need to come up with a good song,
Nah,
bro,
you can only
invite
sell
me to
in
the
it.
studio, bro. I gotta give me a couple hundred,
listen, dog.
and I'm gonna make
Hey.
sure you come up with
Hey.
a good song.
Don't plug your shit.
Oh my
Don't
god.
lie.
Period.
So okay, so you got tracks on there, obviously with Pharrell. You got Miguel on there. Was there somebody that you wanted on the album that you didn't get a chance to, or maybe a track that damn we really
got
want
it.
that motherfucker?
Chris Brown.
Yeah, we did.
Period.
We
CB.
wanted CB on it.
No, we also
CB
wanted,
Absol.
and we wanted Snoop Dogg and Charlie Wilson to be on Last
Charlie
Kiss.
Wilson.
And he just posted that shit.
Yeah,
today.
well, look, we
Yeah.
can't be on it now. I was playing.
It took
Yeah,
Remix
Too
of
late,
Snoop.
nigga. Right, let him do a verse.
Remix us, big dog. You know my
Remixes.
little brother played on your football team, bro. Give us a remix.
Remix the fuck out of us.
That's dope, man. That's
You
dope.
said Chris Brown.
Yeah, that's what
wanted
we
Chris Brown
did.
on House Party.
House Party?
And also, here's a fun fact. Shout
Let
out
the
to
homie
Tina
hit.
Marie's daughter, Alia
No, it
Rose.
was You Let the Homie
She's
Hit.
singing on
Let
that
the
hook.
homie hit.
It wasn't House Party. It was
Like
You Let the
really,
Homie Hit.
honestly,
Let the homie hit.
honestly, with our
Wait,
music,
hold
bro.
on. Y'all talking. Hold on.
Real quick, you said she sang on which one?
Who, Tina Marie did on it?
Yeah. On House Party?
But she was on our first album.
No,
That's my
that
best.
wasn't
That
House
was
Party.
my best friend.
Gotcha. And what you saying?
Like that's my best friend. So she been on our shit. But I'm just.
Tina Marie daughter. Tell her we talking about.
Aaliyah.
Tina Marie daughter, Aaliyah Rose.
Shout
she
out.
sung on House Party.
Shout
out.
Man, dope. And what were you saying? I'm sorry, I cut you off.
Oh no, I said that's my best friend. So
She
like,
sang on a lot of records.
Yeah, she was on our first record, like our first album. Like you didn't even know.
Is there any go-to? Is there any? I mean, obviously y'all record where y'all record, but is there any go-to like inspiration that y'all always that it's mandatory every time?
It's really each other. Dog.
family,
Us and Kush.
each other.
Weed.
Yeah.
Us and Kush.
I mean, yeah, us and some weed, but
Got the same effects no more.
Cream,
It don't.
Cream got an uncle named Ann shit, and every time he tell me a story about Ann shit, I'll come up with something.
wait,
like,
Ann shit?
Wait.
Yeah,
You're not
shit.
finna just blow past like you didn't just say that. He said you said he got an uncle named what?
Ann shit.
And shit.
because every
All,
time
all she said,
Like
all,
the symbol and or
no,
spelled out?
all he say,
Like, what the fuck?
after everything he say, you know what I'm saying, and shit.
Oh, okay.
Man, I ain't doing shit and shit.
You
Where
feel
you
me?
going and shit?
But like when he
Uncle
tell
and
me a
shit.
story about bro, I get inspired by
You
that.
hungry and shit? Nigga.
Oh man.
He changed it to and stuff because he getting older. I
Gotcha.
swear to you. And
I
stuff.
swear to you.
So how involved are you guys with the process outside of the music in terms of the videos and the rollouts and other things like that?
Oh, I'm head on.
Jam is waking up every morning, hitting the manager
I'm
at 8
6:30.
8 a.m.
Right, right.
Calling his phone.
Hey, I can tell you annoying as a motherfucker, aren't you?
Hey, but you gotta have that though.
Now when you
man.
get the
yeah, you gotta have that.
hello,
it
as
going.
soon as you answer the phone, Jam. Yeah,
I remember Jam was so mad. No,
I'm thinking
no, I got a funny story.
Wait, what'd you say?
I got a funny story. I remember Jam. It's probably 5 in the morning. We couldn't go to sleep. We waited up for the weed man.
No, we took 2 turns.
We took turns going to sleep.
He said for an hour, then I said for an hour.
Bro, to get some weed because we couldn't go to sleep.
We couldn't
so
go
we're
to
like,
sleep.
look, we're gonna hit this nigga as soon as 8 o'clock.
And we went to sleep at 6. You went to sleep at 6. I went to sleep at 7. I woke up and you was breaking down the kush.
What you learned about us? We
my
burnt
boy.
out. Me and Cream have
Hold
stayed up just that long.
Hold up.
So to try to call Big Boy in the morning.
Oh yeah!
Oh, yeah, y'all did.
We stayed up for 5 hours trying to call Big Boy.
We kept calling.
Nigga, we kept calling. It kept going to the voicemail. We like, nah, ain't nobody there, bro. Ain't nobody. I'm convinced now. Don't
that was
nobody even
classic.
answer the radio phone.
What's funny is this.
Don't nobody
Head don't answer the phone. Head say fuck calls, huh? Head don't like calls.
Head ain't said nothing.
Head don't be fucking with none of y'all niggas.
Listen, man. I don't got nothing. I don't. Fuck
Hello.
I don't got.
Fuck you. Yeah, I don't gotta answer your call. I feel you.
Nah, it ain't that.
Fuck
It's just,
you.
it be a gang of motherfuckers calling.
Thousands and thousands.
They trying to hear all that
Here's
shit.
what you gotta understand. Okay, I'm gonna address that
How
right
do you
now. goddamn
filter it? Like,
Listen to me. God damn it. Okay, people call a radio station and it's early as fuck. Okay, it's early in the morning.
So
all
you
right.
already aggy.
I'm already there. I'm already on. Like, it's early, dog. Like, who the fuck?
It's up. Call it.
why you got this much energy?
And not even why you got this much energy. You know what I'm saying? We're fucking, I forgot what the shit is called, but we're those people that we get energy from the sun. Okay.
And the moon.
The sun is not even up yet. You up before the energy.
That's him, bro. That's him.
You know what I'm saying?
That's kid.
That's him.
What the
He
fuck?
up.
You ever change the channel with a remote with no batteries in it? Hell no, because ain't no fucking energy.
I hate sunlight, bro.
So okay,
Drink
thank
coffee.
you. So
Y'all
you a
niggas-
Pokemon?
I don't even get.
The fuck are you talking about?
I don't even get
That's
hungry.
June.
You know what I'm saying? I eat Hadoukens and all that shit.
Nigga,
I eat all that.
I don't even get hungry until the sun go down.
Oh my god.
So anyway, my point being, okay,
You on that shit.
point being, when people call the radio station, they be like, y'all don't never answer the phone. Do you think you the only motherfucker calling the radio station? True. Jeez, like, give me a fucking break, okay? It be
I think y'all be having pre-recorded shit going.
negative.
We gonna bang y'all.
Negative.
All lie. Y'all
You know
really
what?
answering phones.
Bang, nigga, shit for hours.
You want to
There's
know?
no way I
Okay.
can't get through for
This is
6
what I want you to
hours?
do then. This is what I want
Somebody
you to
supposed
do.
to be
I want
up.
you to call the radio station in the morning at 6 a.m. Call at 6:10. All right? And a matter of fact, I'm gonna get your line. I'm gonna hit you at 6:10. And we can see who play. We can play these games. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna
See
call
who
you
about it,
niggas
right.
at 6 a.m.
You can't
wake
hit
up
June
my
at
ass.
11 a.m. You can't hit June
If
at
I
11
get June
a.m.
before 11, I just tell them, unlock the door, unlock the door, unlock the door.
Please,
unlock the door
before you go to
back
sleep. Hurry.
Man, you better
Before you
hope
knock
somebody
out.
spent the night at my house.
It's a wrap.
Or else, bro.
You just don't. You're not good with the phone.
Nah.
You should just go back to pigeons or.
Smokes to the
Cuckoo.
Like we said about the parent shit.
Yeah.
When it's come to dad, if Cinco is at the house, June is up on point.
feeding all
As
that
soon
shit
as
up.
it's no Cinco
I
around,
stopped smoking cigarettes when I was living with my son.
Damn.
As soon as bro moved out of town,
Bro, you're
I'm
not
back
supposed to smoke
everything.
cigarettes
I'm back
anyway. You're not supposed to
Shout
smoke
out
cigarettes anyway. I hate motherfuckers who want
But
credit
can't
for shit
nobody
you supposed
stop
to do.
me but my son.
Yeah.
nobody stop
Hey,
you.
you know what? I stopped at all the red lights on the way over
Like
this
if you want me,
motherfucker.
if you
What
want
the
me
fuck
to
you
do
supposed to
something,
do?
honestly, if you want me to do
He
anything,
run with like
tell my son to tell me.
He'll do it.
Like,
Oh,
and
so
that's
you-
the only way that I'm gonna stop.
So you that dad, you do the ice cream for breakfast and all that.
Nah, he don't do him like that. Nah, he don't do him like
No?
We cereal for breakfast because you gonna pour your own cereal and you gonna get up for breakfast and I'm gonna go back down and then I'm gonna wake back up for lunchtime.
So how much sleep? How much sleep do you need?
I need like
June
it depends what day.
yeah.
It depends on what day of the week.
depends. It
for
depends.
June.
I could go to sleep at 5 in the morning
I'm
and
going
wake
off for
up
2 hours right
at
now.
like 11, or I could go to sleep at 7 at night and wake up at 2 o'clock.
That's scary.
Right.
How long have you stayed up at one period of time?
I stayed up doing
like
cough.
Okay, listen. Hold on.
Coachella.
Hold on.
Coachella, we don't go to sleep
Hold
on
on.
Coachella.
Rephrase
Friday
the
to
question.
Sunday.
Rephrase the question.
2 hours.
3 days.
With no drugs.
Yeah.
Okay, no.
We
We
now.
sleep. We sleep. We sleep.
That was good.
So they're like, oh no.
Fuck that.
Hell no.
So,
I'm asleep.
nigga, I can
No
imagine
drugs,
like
niggas is KO.
what's tour life like, man?
I hate it.
Sickness.
Get the balls.
You gonna get sick on tour.
You say you always get sick on tour?
I always.
You seem like you stay sick.
I'm sick right now.
I know. Then you came here and shook my fucking hand.
I like the hour.
Here you
I
go.
like the hour
Germs.
and a half that we at the venue,
Uh-huh.
but everything else
After
is
that.
like, well, and being in the hotel room sometimes, but for the most part, it ain't nothing but a whole bunch of this,
Right.
yelling. I'm gonna lose my voice. I'm
Back
gonna
and
get
forth.
sick.
I'm a wild dude on tour.
We gonna lose him. He
I
died.
was like, no.
He's in the next city.
I've lost,
He die line.
I have really like woke up like we had a show on Sunday. We go to a festival. We get there Friday. Lost my voice by Saturday, so I can't. I'm where they got to do my whole verse,
You got to Milli Vanilli your shit.
and that
Yeah.
shit like
A bunch of
that
times.
shit
You shouldn't have got no bread from the
changed
show.
my life.
Hey,
Change. No, it got so serious. It didn't got so serious.
starting some
This
bullshit.
guy right here,
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
guy
I
right
told
here,
it.
nigga, my art manager didn't did my whole verse.
Get the fuck out of
He
here.
didn't get my whole verse
from
perfect
the
though.
back.
Perfect from the
like,
backstage. No. Oh, fuck your DJ.
Get the
Nigga,
fuck out.
bullshit. I loved him for that. I was like, bye.
How did you? Oh shit.
That's why we got a rapper
That's
manager.
love, man.
That's why we got a rapper.
But I mean,
He's a rapper
hold on,
times
but
like that.
before, I do want to bring that up. A lot of people don't know. If you're not familiar with C saying like, and you guys talk about it in the documentary too. Like you guys learned a lot from him too. While you were
My
coming up.
knee.
I wouldn't be doing music if it wasn't for
Crazy.
Caesar.
That's crazy, man.
Period.
When I was in college, bro, I used to have these CDs with all the LA niggas like Fitzroy, Hassani, nigga, C-San, Casey,
Yeah.
Overdose.
Yeah.
Well, they wasn't Overdose. They was Brett.
Wait, what was the
and
name
Ken,
again?
Brett Bailey and Ken James.
Bro, please
Damn, say
clarify
my-
that. Clarify that, bro. Clarify that, man.
You know?
Like their government's out though. Right?
Nah, but yeah,
Right.
I mean, Chris, we always told Chris, but when we were like getting more on, like once we were dropping more music and putting out videos and shit, we would tell him like it's coming. You gonna be our manager, so I don't
Still
know.
with it.
Yeah.
Nah, I didn't know that.
What?
I didn't know that.
That was my favorite
Rolling down La
rapper.
Brea.
That was my favorite
Nigga,
rapper.
Rolling down La Brea.
That was my favorite rapper.
Hey, low key.
Calmatic was my favorite rapper.
Hip hop. That was his name. And low key, he remember he got put on Yahoo Music. That was like the most bill shit at the moment.
What was the album? The Lakers?
The 99 Lakers.
LP,
Hold on,
99
hold on,
Lakers,
hold on.
LP.
You gotta talk to me.
Corey Blunt was my favorite song, bro.
Look
gotta
the
look it
project up. I guarantee you it's still
Still
hard.
on there, bro.
Still dope.
Give me the name of it.
He can rap.
It's called the 99 Lakers
Guaranteed.
He
LP.
can do
My
everything.
favorite rapper.
1-0.
My favorite rapper.
310 AC.
So
Period.
okay, let me ask you
Yeah.
this. Let me ask you this before because we're gonna wrap up. Hold on. So do y'all fight over the
1-0. Wow.
do y'all fight over the aux cord?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. what?
No.
Me and
No.
June.
Yeah.
Me and
Most of
June.
the
No,
time-
I'm gonna just give it to Jam.
Most of the time we give it to.
They don't like
I'ma
my.
give it to
They don't like
Jam.
my.
They gonna give it to who?
Okay, we give it to Jam most of the
Oh, you
time.
got it. You got it.
DJ. I used to
Jam
DJ.
is the best
Word.
DJ.
I used to
though. I
DJ.
ain't gonna lie.
Hold on.
But
I'm a
June-
party DJ.
He'll throw his shit on.
Cream got the ratchet shit for you though.
So everybody got
June
their
will throw
own.
some-
June has the
Yeah.
most depth, but it's like I'm not
Right.
trying to fucking listen
Hear
to
that.
John
Exactly.
Mayer. We on the way to
We're
the
not trying to
club.
listen to Fall Out Boy.
John-
What you talking about? No Fallout Boy.
So
We
We
gonna hit you with 2 throw-offs.
So Pete, what do you
John Mayer.
listen to? Like if there's a mix going on
On the way
what
to the
what you got?
club?
Yes.
I like
Grizzly
oldies.
Bear, like bro.
Oh,
I'm
so you got the
oldies
oldies.
and talk
you got
radio.
you got the Fall Out Boy shit. You know what I'm saying?
He a jukebox. He a
Nah, but
jukebox.
you the shit that the
It's a
outlandish
gumbo.
She'll
shit.
play
got the
J.O.
gumbo
Felony
playlist gumbo.
and Fall Out Boy in the same road trip. Like,
You got the
TK,
rap shit.
It's TK, then Foster the People.
Get the fuck.
but that
Then
fuck with my
Young
core.
Thug.
That fuck with my core.
Wait, he
It fucks with
said.
my core.
No. He said.
J.O.
J.O. Felony and Fallout Boy.
In the same
Back to back.
back to back.
But it fuck
Back
up my
to back
core.
though.
That's some bullshit.
And niggas
Straight bullshit. Hey, that's why we
J.O.
always take
Felony.
the core. Nigga, give us the
And
core.
you know how hard J.O. Felony be getting on.
Hey,
he make you
hell
hate
yeah.
both songs.
How
He
did
make
it
you
fish
hate both
grease
songs.
like?
Yeah,
What the fuck?
yeah.
And then,
Back in the day, if I was Kane Cut, I would have been tripping.
all right, so look, oldies, you know what I'm saying? Fall Out Boy,
Abstract.
June has
slash
depth.
depth, ratchet.
Ratchet.
Right.
All of them. I'll
All
just
in one.
mix that.
You
He
just
card.
know-
Jam
I
is
know
card.
Wait,
Every
so
one of
you
them
know how to
songs, like,
sequence it then?
I know
Yeah.
what they like.
Jam
I know
is card.
exactly
What
what
we-
they want.
He gonna give you some shit that you gonna dance to,
Uh-huh.
and then he gonna hit us with one R shit that we gonna like. Then he gonna be like,
Gotcha.
and then he gonna switch.
I always
back
play
up.
our shit too.
DJ.
So we
I got
all
you.
got
Boom,
our own
boom,
music
boom.
we like, but I say he is the best.
All right, that's
I'll give
cool.
it to Jam.
So
You need something like
Hard DJ.
Jam is DJing. I'm bartending. I got my bartender's license.
I'm
Hire
gonna
us.
do that for 30 minutes on Jam set.
Yeah, he always.
So what's one thing that people don't know about Overdose? So out of all the interviews you guys done, out of all the shows and things of that nature, what's one thing? Because again, first thing, I didn't not to knock you or anything. I didn't know you went to college. I didn't know, you know what I'm saying?
he thought you was a dumb nigga. Is what
I
he's
ain't
saying.
say that. No, I didn't say that. I didn't know you went to college.
I thought he was a fucking idiot. That's what.
He looks like one of them fuckboy niggas.
For the record, it's not what I thought. But I didn't know
John's
you
a
went. I
fuckboy.
didn't. To this extent, I didn't know you went to ASU. You know what I'm saying? So, what's one thing that people don't know, whether it's individually or collectively as a group?
I
What's one
think
thing that people don't know?
collectively, people like they do know, but they don't know that we just like some cool dudes. Like we some cool type of guys. Like
We know
some-
that.
Like we green.
Niggas
We
know
green.
that, bro.
I
We
don't
know
know.
that.
I really don't know.
We
Y'all
just-
be
no.
knowing everything.
A lot of people don't think like we green, but they think with like.
No, we
Like,
know
we
all
more
of that
than
shit.
what-
I'm
He's
saying,
saying they know that.
which one of y'all
No,
want to
they
be?
don't.
Which-
They- y'all know that.
What else, John?
All right, so no, what we saying is was like, which one of y'all got got
Shut up,
the
head.
fire pasta recipe or like?
No.
Be like, nah, fuck that.
June gonna say he the best cook, but
P, you not the best cook. No.
I know you're not about to lead in
No.
with you the best cook. I know you're not about to set that up with you the best cook.
No.
That's all I'm saying.
Jam got you.
Oh, bro.
Jam got you.
I ain't gonna lie.
What?
I ain't gonna lie. I
You
feel
can
like,
warm some shit up.
I feel like I'm the best.
You
cook.
can warm.
No.
I feel like I'm the
No,
best
John.
cook,
I
but
think I
Niggas
can
about
cook
to
better
take the
than you.
fade
number
over the
four.
fucking.
I think I can cook better than you.
Okay, so ask these niggas how they was eating when we was in the back
Your
of the house.
smoothie? Your smoothie?
No, I was cooking shit.
Man, hell, okay, so look. I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna keep it clean.
P like, bro, you don't
Popeyes
season
and
enough.
smoothies.
P was warming up the Tyson shit. We wasn't
Yep.
eating the
Hey.
Tyson nugget.
Man, P had a nigga when I first
You want
met
the fuck
P,
out of him, though, P.
When I first
You can
met
make a smoothie.
P, he had a chicken pot pie
Yo.
that didn't expire until this year.
Yo, you know this shit just turned into the Maury show right now.
He can make a smoothie.
He was like,
I
I'm
just
not
said
the
that.
father. What? Get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm
He did
saying?
get very mad.
That's my nose, bitch.
No, fuck that.
They know they be hating on my cooking.
Yeah.
Hey,
No, Jam said, you know how to warm some shit up or make a smoothie, bro.
I'll give him
He
this.
said Popeyes and
P
smoothie.
can cook, but he can't season.
Okay. So
We niggas. We niggas. We like
I
flavor.
like flavor.
We like flavor.
They
Niggas
ain't
like
got nothing.
flavor.
I hate salt. I love flavor.
your shit.
Cream can cook. It's too much. It's too much.
What? I can't cook?
No. Cream should just be too much.
I can't
food.
cook?
Hey, ain't
It
gonna
be
be
too
no
much.
overdose in a week, man.
Cream made a burger this big before.
This big.
That's when I was ghetto. What the fuck? A Mondo burger. I'm making Mondo.
Bro can get
I'm
out.
not
Like, brother really like if it had to go down. If we having a barbecue, I'ma season.
Jam.
All right, look.
Nobody
I'm
gonna
gonna tell
eat.
y'all the
Watch
truth
when we
right
get
now.
home.
This is true.
Watch when we get home.
I'm the best. Like,
Watch when we
if we
get
was
home.
having a barbecue,
Okay.
I would be seasoning.
No, I'm co-laughing.
I would ask Cream like, am I?